Good morning from Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. We are heading south towards Washington, D.C. today. And I think the plan is going to be to swing through Amish Country. When we lived here together, we went and checked it out. There's some pretty neat places, and it's kind of an interesting place to visit. And it will also be a very short hop to our next stop, which is going to be the Greenbelt Campground in Maryland, which is, they say it's only 12 miles outside of Washington, D.C. So we're going to be in Washington, D.C. for a week. Rebecca's going to be flying out to Florida, and then my dad is going to be flying in. So you're going to get to see my pops in the videos, and we're going to tour D.C. together. I went on to see if I could get any tours, and lo and behold, I did not know this, and you guys may or may not know, but if you go onto your local senators and congressmen's websites, you can request a tour of various places in Washington, D.C. So I went on to Lisa Murkowski, Dan Sullivan, and old Don Young's websites and filled out the little form submission boxes, and we'll see what happens. That would be pretty cool if we can get some kind of behind the scenes tour stuff. But other than that, it's going to be a nice day on the road. Very moderate temperature. Yeah, very moderate temperatures. Like if we were to go all the way to the Greenbelt Campground in Maryland, it would only be about a 4-hour drive. But we're planning on laying up about an hour or so away from that in Amish Country. So it's just going to be a pretty chill day of working on the road and covering a few miles. We'll catch up with you later. Good afternoon from Amish Country. We are in between Intercourse and Bird in Hand. I kind of like that name, Intercourse, and decided to stop at the Plain and Fancy. It's here in beautiful Amish Country. As you can see behind us, it is a pretty neat part of the state. We enjoy it, and we really need some lunch. Skip lunch and it's getting close to dinner, and we had all kinds of issues with the apps today, like Sandy Dumps. You can go yourself, make an app that works. It crashes on the Android device that we have and also on the Apple device. So yeah, Sandy Dumps, not a fan. It seems like nothing technology related worked well today.
No.
So we are gonna head inside and get a bite to eat.
Starving.
It's amazing what happens when you just talk to people.
Yeah.
We were in the gift shop buying postcards, because that's one of the things we're doing, is sending postcards to our friends and family along the way. And the clerk just asked us where we're from, started talking.
She asked us where we were staying.
Okay. And she's like, it's our slow time of year. Let me talk to my boss and see if it's okay if you guys park here in our lot. And their lot is
huge. It's
huge.
Why we chose this place, because they had such a big lot when we looked on Google Maps.
Yeah, another thing is we try to scout ahead where we're going to find out if we can actually pull in and park there. And Google Earth and Google Maps really comes in handy for that.
Super helpful.
So,
but we were honestly like, okay, well, I was really feeling sorry for myself, because we just have had like a poopy day with the technology, and it took forever to get here. Much
that's a
longer
pretty
than we thought.
pink sunset over there.
It's beautiful. And it just goes to show, like, a kind gesture, how much of a difference it can make in somebody's day. Because it was really nice. She didn't have to offer that.
No.
And just, we were exhausted, and I was really bummed we were going to drive back to the Walmart, which was out of kind of this area, and so we weren't going to get many pictures. And
yep.
so it just made the day.
If this camera had smell-o-vision, you'd be smelling some livestock smell. But hey,
really
that's part of the country. And
there they are.
there's some horses.
And
So yeah, I'm really kind of just done and exhausted for the
We
day.
are. It was only it's supposed to be a 2.5-hour drive, but somehow it took us from 11 o'clock until 4 o'clock to get here.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, we had a hell of a
stop.
time finding a dump station.
We did. Well,
But
we
we
never
talked-
did. We never
No.
found a dump station.
No,
But we had to find propane, and we had to fill up with fuel, and it was 2 separate stops.
Yep.
This really added up,
So this video is not over because we really didn't do anything today. So we are going to combine this video into tomorrow, and that way you have something more seeing, kind of like a buggy just cruising on by behind us. So hey, thanks for watching. We're gonna call it a night.
yeah.
We got some shoe fly pie also.
And postcards to write.
Yeah.
And stamps. I've had a terrible time finding stamps.
Here's where.
Little lesson: when you buy your stamps, when you buy your postcards, buy your stamps. Because going to the post office in an RV, that's so easy.
Yeah. So here's our parking spot for the night. Right here.
Lovely little view of the trees and the farmland.
Yep. This will work just fine for us.
Yeah, and a place to
And
potty.
let's see over here if we can get a little bit of the sunset. It's already kind of going down, but there's a nice pink sky over there.
We were kind of bummed because this place is a little commercialized.
Yeah, but every place
And-
on the strip here
Well,
is commercialized.
I'm
You know,
used
there-
to going to that farmers marketplace where the farmers and their wives actually come in with their, baked goods. That's
Yeah.
where we usually eat here. Because we lived in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this is not our
a
first
lot.
time to Amish Country. This is our first time bringing you guys to Amish
Yeah.
Country.
But it's closed on Monday, Tuesdays, and Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Okay.
And so, but it just really made the night to have somebody be kind and thoughtful and
Yep. So yeah, this video might be done or it might not. Talk to you later.
Good morning, everybody. We are back in the driver's seat and navigator's seat and getting ready to get back on the road this morning. We found a couple of small side country roads, so we're going to go down for about an hour, get some photos, kind of hitting it at the magic hour for pictures. So it should be a good morning. And then we'll head on to Washington, D.C., where Ben will be for the next week. And it's where I'm flying out to go to Florida. So we'll see what the day brings. Strange thing just happened. As I mentioned earlier, we're headed to Washington, D.C., and we're going to be staying at the Greenbelt Campground, which has a dump station, but does not have water. So we really needed to fill up our tanks since we have not refilled the water tank since we left my brother's a few days ago. We're going to be there 8 days, so we really need a full tank.
They have showers.
Yeah, they have showers. So it'll just be for, you know, household things like dishes and stuff and brushing teeth. But anyway, so we stopped at this place and asked if we could pay to dump and fill up with water. We thought, well, if we're gonna fill up with water, it'll be easy just to dump right next to it, so we'll just get it done here, and we have to get water. So they said it was $20 to pay to dump, and we're only paying $16 a night at the Greenbelt Campground. And so at first I was like, well, I'm desperate, I'll go ahead and pay. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, I really just need water because the place we're gonna be staying has a dump station. Could I just pay to get water? Would it be cheaper? And so she had to call her boss. She was obviously very flustered by the whole situation. And she came back and said, okay, yeah, you can use the water. And I'm like, great, how much is it? She's like, nope, just go use it. And I was like, okay, so 20 bucks to dump your tanks, but nothing for water. So I don't know if I just flustered them because I changed my mind or what, but anyway, we filled up our water tanks. I feel weird, but hey, life goes on, right? But yeah, strange things. Onward we go. Sometimes life is so hard you just can't find a comfortable place to lay. You look pretty comfortable too. All snuggled in. Well, that concludes our brief drive through the Amish country. I really wish we could have stayed longer. I would have loved to have gone to the farmer's market that they have there, and I would have also really liked to have stopped at some of the quilt and antique shops, but we're just a little behind schedule with everything that has happened in the last couple of weeks, and we just need to get to Washington, D.C. today, and I still need to pack. It's all ready to go, but it's got to go in a bag, and we've got to find a grocery store. So just have some things we got to get done today, and you can't see everything in 6 months. So it was a nice drive through, and we got to enjoy beautiful countryside. So we are now in Maryland, and we'll see what Maryland has to offer. But on to DC. So this is the Susquehanna River, but it has a dam across it.
Wow, look to the left.
Yeah, so here is what it looks like below the dam. That is really pretty looking.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Lovely.
It's a good place to go fishing right where that water comes out too.
I bet.
You see all kinds of birds working the bait. So you know there's little fish that the birds are feeding on and big fish that feed on the little fish.
So this is the Conowingo hydroelectric plant. It must generate a lot of power in this area. We also saw a new generation plant back there, electrical generation plant.
That was a $12 toll. This tunnel better be worth it. We have made it to the Greenbelt Campground in Maryland. It's supposedly 12 miles away from the White House, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of a central mark in DC, and I guess it's also a couple miles away from a metro or light rail public transportation system. All rigs 30 feet or larger need to be in the D-loop, so we just did a quick path around the D-loop and found a site that's close to the bathrooms with showers, so we can make sure we last all 7 or 8 nights with the water that we have in our tanks.
Now there's a bee in here.
Is it a bee or one of those wasp things? So here's the little road going through D-loop, and just up here we found a nice site that we'll be able to nose into, and I guess there's a bee somewhere near me right now flying in the motorhome. Gotta love it. And just looked like a nice site, shady in the trees, and I'll be able to pull right in. So I think this is it. So much for that idea. The park has rules that all tires have to be on pavement. So we found a site on the macadam, aka paved surfaces. Gotta love that. It's not the most level site around, but it does work. And yeah, unfortunately, like I said, it's not too level. But I was able to make it a little more level by running the jacks down. And interesting thing is there are some campsites here that are closed due to yellow jackets. And it's right next to a site that's open. So I'm going to take a guess that there's a yellow jacket problem. Also, the reviews online said there's a tick problem. So if we decide to take the dogs off trail or walking around, we need to make sure to check them thoroughly for ticks. So yeah. First impressions are lots of rules. Beautiful place though. Look at this. These trees are just gorgeous. Leaves slowly falling. It's rather warm today. I think it's somewhere around 73. A little muggy, but it is a gorgeous place. Just a few rules, and I don't know, I guess that's why I avoid national parks. But other than that, I am going to fill out my little sticker here and put it on the post, and we'll get settled in.
Alright, well, we're all checked into the campground and set up, and we have all 4 tires, well, all 8 tires on the asphalt or whatever they call it here. We're just gonna chill for the night. It was a long day getting here, and we have lots going on tomorrow because I have to leave at, I have to leave at 3 a.m. to go to the airport, and Ben's dad gets here tomorrow, so lots to do. And I can't think of anything else. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook and share us with your friends. And thanks again for watching us and following our channel. Have a great night.